You are eager to improve your time management skills because you know that it's going to be a game changer for your solopreneur business. Hold on a sec, though. If you want to improve your time management, there is something that you need to do first. And far too many solopreneurs rush right into time management hacks, and they end up skipping this absolutely essential piece that they must do first. Before you move on to the actual time management strategies, you need to do this essential first step. And by skipping this essential first step, what happens is that solopreneurs end up exactly where they started, exhausted, overwhelmed, and burned out. Let's talk about what you really need to do if you want to get back your time and make it stick for long-lasting sustainability. You need the step before time management. You need energy management. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what energy management is, how it differs from time management, the effect that energy management is going to have on your solopreneur business, and a quick exercise that you can use to determine whether a particular task on your to-do list is more of a time management issue or an energy management issue, if it's a time suck or an energy suck. Plus, we're also going to go over 5 practical actions that you can take if you discover that you do, in fact, have an energy management issue. You might think that you have a time management issue if you never seem to be able to keep on top of your task list, if you're constantly putting out fires, if you are scrambling to just stay afloat, if you are spinning your wheels desperately trying to not fall behind on things, or if your days and your weeks feel scattered and overwhelm is just caving in around you. Here's what I want you to know. Time management isn't actually about time. It starts with energy management. So what is energy management? Energy management is about your capacity and your bandwidth. It is about how much energy you actually have to do the thing that you need to do. If you are tired, if you do not have good energy, if your energy levels are really low, then what's going to happen is it's going to take you a whole lot longer to complete a given task than if you had high energy levels. Energy management is also going to affect things like your decision-making skills, your ability to meet deadlines, and even the efficacy of communicating with clients. Time management and energy management are inherently related, but they are different because time management is truly looking at hours in the day, and energy management is looking at how are we actually making the best possible use of those hours so that we still have sustained energy after the fact. It's not so much about let's do as much as possible within a shorter amount of time. It's more about let's do as much high quality work as possible in a very strategic sense, and also ensuring that we have that energy management built in for long-lasting ability to do things like enjoy that time properly when we are not working. You can't have time management without energy management. So if you use time management strategies that aren't a good fit for how your unique brain works or for what your lifestyle requires, then what's going to happen is that the time management strategies you use are going to be really difficult to maintain. It's going to be a real struggle to force yourself to conform to them. And what is the point of saving a bunch of time if you are too exhausted to use that time however you please? If you do not incorporate energy management, then you are just going to get a lot done throughout the day, but then at the end of the day, you're just going to crash on the couch and not have any energy reserves left over. Now, I love movies and TV shows as much as the next person, probably even more, but we want to make sure that when we are crashing on the couch, when we are sitting down to watch Netflix, that we're doing it because we are making the choice to do it, the active choice. It is truly what we want to do in that given moment, rather than it is what we are doing because we don't have the energy to do anything else. So you can see that it's not so much about the thing that you are using your energy for at the end of the day. It's truly about what actual energy reserves do you have, and do you really want to be doing this one thing, or would you love to be doing this other thing if only you had the energy for it? Energy management gives you back your time. That is one of the most beautiful things about energy management. So give this video the thumbs up if this is something that you want as well, so that I know that you are in this with me. I want to be very clear about what happens if you do not incorporate energy management into your time management. So what's going to happen is that you'll be working for the sake of working rather than focusing on what is intentional or strategic or smart to work on. Also, your problems with exhaustion and burnout will basically just be shoved under the rug rather than actually dealing with them. So you might be able to postpone them a little bit longer, but they're just going to crop up again. You're not going to be actually dealing with this problem that you have, which is that you are overworked and you are exhausted. You are tired. You are such a tired solopreneur. And you won't have that bandwidth or the capacity to make good use of all of that time that you save with your time management hacks and actually enjoy all of your newfound free time. That is what energy management is going to do for you. This is all the things that energy management resolves. So you can actually make awesome use of your time and have abundant energy after the workday and moving forward with all of the workdays to come. What can you do about this? One of the first things that you can do is to differentiate between whether something is a time suck versus an energy suck. So here we have a 3-part exercise that you can implement in your own task list. Number 1, go through your existing task list and assign approximate time allotments to every task on there. How long does it take you to do each different task? You can rate these based on high time management requirements, medium time management requirements, and low time management requirements. So for example, a 15-minute task could be a low time management requirement, whereas a 90-minute task could be a medium time requirement, and a 3-hour task could be a high time requirement. That is the first thing. Go through your task list and rate them, assign them different time allotments, and arrange them based on what those time requirements really are for each task on your list. Number 2, go back through your list again, and this time assess it for energy requirements. So you can rate each task as high energy, mid energy, and low energy. In this case, high energy is something that takes you a lot more energy. Maybe after you complete that task, you want to take a nap afterward, or else you perhaps cannot do anything for the rest of your day because you're just so exhausted after doing a particular task, right? It sort of drains all of your energy. That would be a high energy task. Or then a low energy task is the type of thing that you can basically just do in your sleep. You can do it no matter what your energy levels are. It's one of those things that comes easy to you from an energy requirement standpoint. It doesn't really require tons of creativity or brain power. And number 3, go back through your task list again and identify whether a task is time intensive, energy intensive, both, or neither. So here you are really looking at separating out high energy and high time requirements, low energy, low time requirements, and starting to look at the patterns that you can see there and sort of looking at, do you have a lot of maybe high energy tasks but low time tasks? Or is it the opposite? Is there a mix? Are you finding that when you have high time requirements, does it correlate to also high energy or not? You're going to be able to start seeing how these different tasks really compare from both the time and the energy standpoints. After you do this, you'll be able to determine whether you actually have a time management issue or if you have an energy management issue. For example, you might discover that based on the time requirements, you could theoretically easily complete all of your tasks within a given week, but your energy capacity is not there. Another example is to consider each task on the list itself. So some tasks might take you 15 minutes, but they completely drain you of your energy. So in that case, perhaps they require another 15 minutes of preparing yourself mentally to do that 15-minute task, and then another 30 minutes afterwards to recover your energy levels after completing it. So in that case, a task that should only be taking you 15 minutes actually takes up a full hour because of the energy requirement. So you can see how energy requirements truly do affect time requirements as well. After completing this exercise, go into the comments and share with us here. Is your issue more of a time management issue, an energy management issue, or is it a bit of a combination of both? Once you know where you're starting from, if something is typically more of an energy issue rather than a time issue, then you can determine where to go from here and what to focus on next. So here are 5 things that you can do if it is an energy management issue. Number 1, identify your energy boosters and detractors. What are the things that fill your cup and what are the things that drains them? What gives you more energy, more creativity, more of that boost throughout the day, and what really depletes your energy stores? These are your energy boosters and your energy detractors. Number 2, restructure your schedule so that you are maximizing your most creative times and your most energetic times of the day, days of the week, seasons of the year, all of those different pieces. And by the way, I work with my clients on doing this type of thing, even if they have side hustles with a 9-to-5 job, even if they're raising the little kids at home, even if they're neurodivergent, all of these different aspects that can come into play, we can still find better ways for you to manage your energy. Number 3, rework your solopreneur business model to accommodate for your unique energy and time needs. One of the most beautiful things about the solopreneur business model is that you can truly adapt it to fit whatever your needs are. So this is where we are really looking at your business from a bird's eye perspective and identifying what is working for you, what is not, and how can we completely overhaul it to drastically improve it. Number 3, put together a burnout management plan and a burnout prevention plan so that burnout becomes a complete non-issue for you. If you are an exhausted solopreneur, which I know that you are because you are watching this video right now, then burnout is absolutely something that you should be concerned about and aware of. When you are exhausted, you might already be on the path toward burnout. We want to make sure that does not happen at all. And if you are already in that position, then we want to make sure that we can navigate it effectively and get you out of that so that you never return to it again. Number 5, start taking breaks in a way that actually supports your productivity and your personal well-being. One of the big mistakes that I see a lot of solopreneurs making is that they take breaks the wrong way, in a way that doesn't really support them. So if you are the type of person who will take a break from work, but you do not feel replenished or refreshed or re-energized, or if you feel like you are dreading going back to work or your focus is not there when you do start working again, then those are all signs that you are not taking breaks the right way. And you do not have to do this on your own. I have all of the tools, templates, and step-by-step guides to make the most of your energy management for you to learn how to take breaks in a way that actually supports you and your productivity, what you can do to effectively manage and prevent burnout from ever happening, sample burnout prevention and management plans, and how to choose the best time management tactics for your brain once you've started with the energy management pieces. It's all in my signature e-course, Productivity Powerhouse. You can learn more about that and join today at saganmorrow.com/powerhouse. Or you can get a sneak peek of Productivity Powerhouse, how my framework works, and the solutions to your solopreneur business frustrations when you watch my free on-demand training. It's my gift to you. Watch it now at saganmorrow.com/gift. Links are in the show notes. Now that you understand the importance of time management and energy management as an overworked solopreneur, and you know whether your issue is one of energy or time, and you know what to focus on for energy management improvement, your next step is to improve your time management abilities. Stay tuned for our next video on this exact topic. We will address practical time management strategies that you can use to improve your time management abilities based on your unique situation and regardless of how overworked and exhausted you are as a solopreneur.